Hey, good morning, fellas. Happy Friday. Um, Almost 11 o'clock. Neighbor's got his shit going. Just a beautiful, gorgeous day out here. Light wind, got the house opened up. This video is about why you don't have to care. Now, I'll have to wait, I guess, for 30 seconds straight or something like that before I do. I'm not monetized anyway. You don't have to give a shit why you shouldn't care about it, things that have no effect over you, and why and how hard the rest of the world is going to work to try to gain your attention and involvement in problems that really don't concern us as men. Um, but this stems from several things that are going on here. Uh, not let me. I'll try not to throw so many uhs in there. Go in the backyard. There's the Franklin Mountains. The pool over there. Anyways, I'll go back inside. No, yeah. Look, look. No, it's a terrorist. All right. Anyways, my example stems from today, and today is like one of those days. I'm just like, you know what? I've had enough of this absolute utter bullshit when people try to lay their problems and act like it's a man's fault, or that somehow now, because they've made us aware of their problems, we're somehow now involved. About 9ish, my wife calls me very upset. She's tears, and one of their lifelong friends, who is not one of her friends now, and she was a stay-at-home mom. She was the princess. She was always the pretty one, or whatever else. But she was maybe 5 foot tall and a real fucking snarky pain in the ass. She told my current wife not to marry me because it didn't make enough money, and I couldn't give her the lifestyle that she needs. So, anyways, so I don't fucking like her. And well, her husband used to run dealerships in and around El Paso, and from Albuquerque down to El Paso, which includes Las Cruces. Well, they never had health insurance, and I almost said her name, Anna. They don't have health insurance, and they don't have life insurance. And her husband got some sort of, he's in like the fourth stage of cancer. They've had to, he wears a plastic mask now because they've had to try to save him, cut away most of his face and neck. Anyways, he's in hospice, so it's the end of the line. And when you get sick, you can't sign up for health care. When you get sick, you can't sign up for life insurance because they're going to find a way not to pay you or find a way not to insure you. So that's where they're at. And this itty bitty, snarky, nasty piece of work woman was trying to tell my wife and I that we are somehow now responsible to help her out. And my wife, Frank, I don't know what to do. I don't want to tell her. And she's known her whole life. And I said, you tell her. Then I said, fuck no, we're not going to help her. We're not responsible for her problems. We have our own problems. I said, I asked my wife, did she even ask you how you were, or how your mother was, or how we were, or anything like that? No, she's only concerned about herself. And for me, that's the problem I have with a lot of women nowadays. They don't need a good man, a good hard-working man, until it's too late. And all they want you to do is rescue them from the things they've fucked up in their lives. They don't want to build families. They want to run around and play around and fuck around and do all that kind of stuff. And Chad and Tyrone spend times in the club, and that they don't want to do any of the stuff that men want to build a family and a legacy with. They don't want any part of that. And they want to act like, when they have to be held accountable, that they're somehow, you're going to just step in and rescue them. You know, the single mom with 3 kids for 3 different baby daddies, and all of a sudden, hey, now you're good enough for me. You know what? You can help me. Man, fuck out of here. Nobody trying to hear about your problems. Do you ever ask us about our problems? And a caveat at the end of this. I sidetracked myself. Again, you do not have to give a shit about anything or anyone that does not directly affect your life. And then inside of that circle is maybe one or two people that you choose to give a shit about. They try to make us as men, I'm supposed to feel guilty now because I'm white. I'm supposed to feel guilty about the patriarchy. They want us to be guilty about everything, that we're misogynist and then we're doing this and that. You know what? Never mind the roads, never mind the cars, never mind the cell phones they're talking on, never mind any of that stuff. Never mind the math, the science, the engineering, the medical, never mind any of that stuff. We're all just guilty of it. I'm just fucking sick of it today. Do you know how easy it is to sign up for life insurance? Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. How easy it is to sign up for life insurance or health care when you're not sick? It's not hard. You can do it. I'm just having a hay fever day, so excuse me. I'm going to pop out of the picture and blow my nose. Anyways, but once you get sick, once you're diagnosed and they can't monetize your life anymore, man, no, you're not going to be, you're not going to qualify for life insurance or insurance from a company. You're just not worth the risk. And in insurance, it's called the many pay for the few. The law of large numbers, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, I'm off the subject. Can you imagine how deluded you have to be about life to not think that healthcare or life insurance is important? And I'm not talking about a policy. I'll tell you the amount of my policy. My policy is $10,000, and that's to stick my ass in the ground. Yeah, healthcare. I've made sure that my wife and I are taken care of for the rest of our lives. Of that, meaning we paid in advance. So, anyways, I digress. I'm so sick of people trying to tell me that I'm responsible for things I don't have any control over. I didn't do. I had nothing to do with slavery. My family was back. It comes from the 13th century around Glasgow, Scotland. I didn't immigrate. My family immigrated here in, I believe it was the 70s, 1970s, not the 1870s. Anyway, I didn't have anything to do with that stuff. And it boggles my mind that people will in this DEI stuff and anyways, I'm not responsible, and you're damn sure, if you're younger than I am, you're damn sure not responsible for any of this insanity that is going on out there. I know I'm ranting on a bit, but it is just, you are not responsible for anything you personally did not do. You're not responsible for it. And if the world burns itself down and they nuke it, who cares? Like you and I aren't going to make those decisions. So live your life. And do not take on any additional responsibility without benefits. And those benefits need to be upfront. All right? You're better off just to be like the Red Pill, MGTOW Society. They're like, nah, we're done. I'm not playing this rigged game anymore. All right. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you take care of yourself. My caveat is, I'm 58 and I fell this morning out in the yard. And you know what? It hurt probably. I mean, I didn't break anything or anything like that. But man, when I hit the ground, I felt like it really hurt. So if any of you guys have noticed that as we get older, things I used to, I just shake it off or try to act like I was a combat role. And first thing I would do is look around and act like, did anybody see me fall? and it was back here. Nobody saw me fall. But when I got up and I'm like, I'm fucking kind of hurt. My nose is killing me. Anyways, excuse me again. Anyways, uh, if you feel the same way, or you have any insight on why it is that it hurts more. And I used to do judo, and I mean flipping around on pads, getting hip tossed. All right. If you know anything, if you got any advice on that, and please don't say don't fall. Anyways, it made me laugh. Anyways, love you guys. Like a Ford and a G-string, West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.